continue with the menstrual cycle and oestrous cycle. A girl is born with about 200,000 to 400,000 immature eggs called follicles. However, only 200 to 400 complete their development. The rest degenerate starting at puberty, that is between the ages of 9 to 14 years. A woman usually sheds one egg cell from the ovaries every 28 days, but differ from one person to the other, that is on or after 28 days. This sequence of events, which is repeated monthly or every 28 days, is called the menstrual cycle. In some women, the cycle is usually regular, but in others, the timing varies from cycle to cycle. The shedding of an egg cell from the ovaries is called ovulation and is controlled by the interaction of a number of hormones. Menstrual cycle starts with the development of the follicles in the ovaries. A fully developed follicle is called Graafian follicle, which contains a matured egg. Estrogen is released from the Graafian follicle, which stimulates the walls of the uterus. This is to make the uterine wall become rich in blood supply in preparation for implantation of zygotes. The Graafian follicle projects from the surface of the ovary like a small blister. Finally, it bursts and releases the ovum with its coating of cells into the funnel of the oviduct. At this point, we say ovulation has taken place. This normally happens in the middle of the menstrual cycle, that is the 14th day. However, the day may be different for some women. Once the ovum has been released, the follicles which produced it develop into a solid body called the corpus luteum. This produces a hormone called progesterone, which affects the uterus lining in the same way as the estrogen, making it grow thicker and produce more blood vessels. The ovum, which is now in the oviduct, is wafted down the oviduct by the action of cilia in the lining of the fallopian tube. If it meets sperm cells in the oviduct, it may be fertilized by one of them. However, if the egg fails to fertilize, the thickened inner lining of the uterus and the corpus luteum break down. The breakdown substances from the uterine wall, together with the unfertilized egg, mucus, and a quantity of blood, pass out through the birth canal. This is called menstrual period or menstruation and lasts for about 5 days. At the ages of 45 to 54 years, ovulation and menstruation may stop in women. The reproductive organs also decrease in size and they lose their ability to have children. This phenomenon is called menopause. The reproductive cycle of non-primate mammals such as dogs and rabbits is known as Oetrous cycle. It is the reproductive cycle whereby some female animals come on heat or ready for copulation only for reproduction. The female animal becomes ready for sexual activities only at some periods, for example, during breeding season of the year to reproduce their young ones. During breeding season, the female may come into Estrous, or sometimes called frenzy or passion once, as in cats and dogs, or many times as in horses and elephants.